The room smelled like polished wood and quiet fear. Boardroom. Glass walls. My reflection split into fragments behind her. My wife didn't look at me when she said it. Security will escort you out. No hesitation. No explanation. Just that calm executive tone, the one she used when she fired strangers. Her secretary sat beside her. Too close. His knee angled toward hers. His hand resting on the table, palm up, like he was offering something invisible. I felt my pulse slow. That was new. I'd spent 10 years helping build this company. I knew the numbers. I knew the people. But in that moment, I didn't know my wife. Effective immediately, she added. The words echoed. My access was revoked before I stood up. The screen locked me out mid-sentence. I didn't argue. I didn't ask why. I watched her sign my termination like she was approving lunch. As I walked out, her secretary met my eyes. Not smug, relieved. That was the part that stayed with me. 2 hours later, I was lifting weights at a private gym, trying to bleed the anger out through muscle. That's when a black Rolls-Royce pulled into the lot. The driver didn't get out. The passenger did. A man I recognized from magazines and lawsuits. A multimillionaire with nothing to prove. He passed me like we were strangers, then leaned in and whispered, "Trust me, they'll regret this," and kept walking. People think betrayal arrives loudly. It doesn't. It drips. Slow. Methodical. Like water behind walls. I replayed the last 6 months in my head. Late nights. Private meetings. Her phone always face down. The way her secretary answered questions she hadn't asked yet. The way she stopped touching me subtly, strategically. I remembered the company retreat. She forgot my birthday that year, but she remembered his. I told myself it was stress. Power changes people. Success rewrites priorities. That's what I said to survive. But termination wasn't a business decision. It was personal. She didn't just remove me from the company. She erased me. No severance negotiation. No transition period. Like I'd never existed. That night, I checked the corporate server. I still had one backdoor left. Emails. Calendar entries. Private expense reports. There were dinners I hadn't attended. Hotels booked under consulting. My name missing from documents I helped write. And one recurring meeting code. Same initials. His. I didn't confront her. I watched. I listened. I smiled at home, and I let the silence grow heavy enough to suffocate truth. Investigation isn't dramatic. It's quiet. Lonely. I pulled phone records. Encrypted messages deleted within minutes of being sent. I hired a forensic accountant. Found money moving sideways, not stolen, just redirected. Future proofing. For them, I watched the way she dressed now. Sharper. Younger. The way she practiced speeches in the mirror, ones I used to help write. I stayed invisible. Then came her birthday. Lavish. Public. My money. The venue glowed with chandeliers and envy. I stood beside her, officially still her husband. Unofficially obsolete. She raised her glass. Didn't thank me. She thanked him. For his loyalty. For his support during difficult transitions. Then she turned to me, smiled for the cameras, and handed me a gift. A folded t-shirt, branded, bold letters. DIVORCED. The room laughed. I didn't. I left. 5 minutes later, I returned. Took her real gift off the table. The one with the diamond bracelet. Left again. My phone buzzed, then screamed. 157 missed calls. I didn't answer. I already knew everything I needed. The final confirmation arrived 2 days later. A sealed envelope. Inside, emails, contracts, a signed agreement transferring executive control to him. Effective the same day I was fired. I asked her one question that night. Did you plan it together? She froze. That was enough. I slid the envelope across the table. She didn't open it. She didn't need to. Her face cracked. Not guilt. Fear. Because she finally understood. I wasn't reacting. I was documenting. I didn't sue. I didn't shout. I did something worse. I walked away. I sold my shares quietly to the man from the parking lot. He didn't buy them. He absorbed them. By morning, the board had shifted. By afternoon, her authority was under review. By evening, her secretary was escorted out. Not fired. Investigated. I sent her one message. Checked the news. She called. I didn't answer. I don't hate her. That requires attachment. I don't miss the company. That was just a structure for lies. I wake up lighter now. Clear. The kind of clarity that comes after truth burns everything unnecessary away. She lost power. He lost protection. I lost nothing that mattered. The silence doesn't hurt anymore. It listens. And I finally understand. Some betrayals don't break you. They reveal who you were meant to become.